pleasant afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the completion ceremony of the junior high school learners of Cabalantian National High School with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. The virtual program shall now commence. In lieu of the processional, we begin with a montage of images of our completers for school year 2020 to 2021, together with the faculty, staff, and DepEd officials. Ladies and gentlemen, our grade 10 completers. The GPTA officers, headed by the GPTA President, Mr. Jerry H. Magsalay. Let's welcome our school head, Mr. Rico B. Fabre, together with our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Nympha R. Lago, CESO 6, our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5, and of course our guest speaker, Mr. Markil B. Dagapioso, the President of CNHS Alumni Association. Let's have an opening prayer. This will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, the regional hymn, and the Miss or March.
Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today in this important event. Bless everyone present here today, that each one of us may be able to share what he or she have for your glory and honor. We pray for our graduates today and lift them before you. We ask for your peace to cover them. We ask for laughter and joy to fill their days. We pray that you would give them boldness and courage to face challenges set before them, with the confidence of peace that can only come from your Spirit. Be a lamp for their feet and a light to their path. Shine over them. Fill them with your Spirit. May today be a memory that burns bright within them as they embark on life's great adventure. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We ask all of this in your name. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, elas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong bangaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di maghihingi. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Diyos ng iyong Mindanao mabuhay, himahal na mong natawan. Mauswagon, masidlakon, malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpapiling taning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon. Isa ka nunay gugmaan magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, buta na ang mong natawan. Isag-usap ang kalimar, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magkapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, buta na ang mong natawan. Isag-usap ang kaliwat, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpapiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa
the school head, Mr. Rico B. Fabre, will now formally open the junior high school completion ceremony of Cabalantian National High School.
Honored guests, members of the faculty and staff, my dear colleagues, our distinguished completers of junior high school class of 2021, good morning and welcome. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this school year 2020-2021 completion ceremony. To everybody who are watching the ceremony via Facebook and thinking of completers as they celebrate this moment, thank you so much. My dear completers, you have shown us that you challenge boundaries, break out of them, and redefine them. That you are individually committed to each other, to social change despite the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic. We should be very grateful to our parents and teachers for their unending support and guidance just to guide you in your endeavor. Congratulations, completers, and may you will continue to be bold, be courageous, and be your best. Again, have a good day, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sir Rico Fabre. At this point, we shall now hear the message of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Jonathan S. De La Peña, CESO 5, and the Deputy Secretary, Minor M. Briones.
If you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you are always in the same place. Your graduation today is a milestone that marks how far you have traveled and what significant change have you made in your life. It is an important milestone as it signifies the acquisition of necessary competence, character, and credentials which allow you to confidently move to the next phase of your educational journey. I take pride in your achievement, which has become even more meaningful as the final stretch of your journey has been arduous. Each of you now exemplifies endurance and flexibility, which have long been considered as unique Filipino character. Both folkloric and historical, the Filipino is likened to a bamboo that bends with the wind and can survive a storm. More than resilience, we have strengthened our bayanihan spirit. I commend the school officials, teachers, and personnel for making everything possible, from writing and printing modules to ensuring that new modalities work for our learners. I also express my appreciation to the parents for playing unprecedented roles, especially when we transition to modular learning in the learners' learning spaces at home. Their participation to educating our children has been remarkable. I also express my gratitude to our government officials and stakeholders for providing us resources that we needed and for giving us hope and encouragement to continue doing our job. To our young graduates, you will be written in the history, for you emerged from unique circumstances. Step forward with pride and confidence. Pride for completing and hurdling a specific level of education, and confidence for the assurance that you have become 21st century learners who are competent, resilient, and independent. Warmest congratulations on your achievement.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Our school head, Mr. Rico Bifabre, will now present the grade 10 completers.
Sir, I have the honor to present the 70 boys and 93 girls, or a total of 163 candidates for completion, who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Program for the junior high school, prescribed by the Department of Education. And may I request that they be certified and proclaimed completers of Cabalantian National High School this school year 2020-2021.
By the authority vested in me as Schools Division Superintendent of the Department of Education, Division of Misamis Oriental, and upon certification of your school principal that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, I now confirm you graduates of this school year 2020-2021. Congratulations.
Of certificates of completion shall now follow. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior high school completers of Cabalantian National High School. Abuhan Fernando P. Acosta Junel L. Aguilar Joel Ray P. Ahon Jesselo M. Alba Welgi T. Alipat Marvin A. Bahas Raver I. Balabat Jemar R. Barrientos Kenneth C. Bilandres Lochel Jave J. Bilyesco Jerry Jr. B. Bilyesco John Paul U. Bonsilig Jesser L. Caballero Leonardo Jr. G. with high honors. Kabanday Reynald June B. Catalan John Louis L. Cube Ivan B. Cube Jerome R. Dabon John Kenneth V. Daguo John 7 D. Bigor Jackie. Dragon Mike Jessler G. with honors. Fabria Jomar D. Flores Leonard B. Fernandez Jovan T. Garcia J. U. Hiniralao CJ P. Hidalgo Jeriel. Jueves Derwin C. with honors. Landong Chris Gabriel N. Linganay Earl Dave M. Lauderes Steven M. Linus Jason L. with honors. Lieses Daniel C. Lopez John Mike M. Lucero Jeffrey L. Mangmang Elmer Jr. M. Maravillas Alfie L. Mendez Christian A. Mingito Jomar B. Montemayor Ville. Mutia Joshua. Nilias Lloyd C. Oliveros Kim Brian B. Omamos James P. Omas Romel M. Ortega Jude S. Panuril Stephen John B. Pansoy James Ian G. Paradillo Franz C. Paradillo Jerry Jr. G. Paradillo Junmar L. Yalato Rama Bricks M. Frequentia Ryan Boy R. Kiaon Zephyr. Ragmak Rennie Jr. P. Ratonil Mark Brian D. Sambulay Jeffrel E. Sayagnao Helzen D. Sayagnao Roberto Jr. A. Simba Kenley R. Taer Joel Jr. S. Talaro Leslie Edgar A. Tumampo Rex L. Tunggol Francis Jeffrey F. Torres Francis Jr. B. Tubera J. B. with honors. Tutas John Lloyd I. Zapata Christian J. Q. with Zarate Dante Jr. P. Abalde Apple May with honors. Absidi Meijin A. Absidi Michi M. Abelia Roslyn S. Akusta Mary Jean M. Aguilar Durley Joy P. Alboria Lian Joy A. Aninyon Yacinth G. Aziz Sindaulan J. with honors. Babatido Joname A. Babatido Odessa A. Babatido Alexandra L. with honors. Baculio Charlene T. Baculio Marilyn P. Bahaw April Rose V. Balingit Jenny Rose B. Baran Rowellen P. Batulan Jennifer L. Batulan Jofi L. Bilyesco Ana Crizel C. Bilyesco Justin U. Buna Jeresa C. Cabaluna Lira D. Cabaluna Mary Joyce P. Cahelia Pretty Rose D. Kasagan Syra Jean M. Castañares Marian V. Shelo Princess Mika M. 5 Alisa Grace B. with honors. Dalong Christine T. Dilara May Hanili A. De la Peña Mary Joy P. with honors. Gaitana Francine I. with honors. Galarosa Dana Amor A. Galarosa Princess Angeli C. Gayetano Christine Jewel A. Gramis Ella May A. Gigayuma Jemaisa V. Hermoso Juliza Faith O. Habla Nadine L. Hamis Ellen May A. Hamis Moina May A. Hanulino Juliet P. Jueves Judy Ann C. with honors. Humuad Cyril U. Labado Queenie Jane Clyde S. with honors. Labado Rizel J. Lagrosas Shirley S. La Puerta Elizabeth T. La Sola Nafi B. Lestones Jinky G. Limatok Alexis Don M. with honors. Limukon Diana Fe D. Laura Joanne C. Lozarito Cristina B. Madrina Eileen A. Maghamil Anna Grace A. with honors. Maguyuk Heights B. Magsayo Giselle Ann B. Mapula Hazel Ann P. with honors. Makidato Jillian May N. Maravillas Alma Faith L. Molenyo Aiza B. Montenegro Joanna Mary Grace C. Narvasa Josie P. Nastor Geraldine M. Nelias Mary Joy G. Nelias Emmeline Y. Oging Jedaline B. Omungos Queenie A. Pading Michelle S. Paduganan Riza P. Paho Maria Jamaica S. Paradillo Hart P. Patiño Angelica C. Patiño Jenlyn C. Quintana Raquel A. Ragandang Leia A. Rikina Shelly May C. Rojas Jelly May M. Sabelia Sherin P. Sadsad Queenie May. Sumuntan Princess Aina T. Tyros J-Lo C. Tyros Mary Joy N. Tingas Ramelin J.
With honors.
Tingas Rubilin I.
With honors.
Trus Jorami M. Uging Shine B. Vargas Janelle M. Veliesco Casey C. Villarba Hannah May E. Yagong Marie Shaifa C. awarding of academic honors will now take place. Give our academic awardees and their parents a big round of applause. Congratulations! In behalf of grade 10 completers, Leonardo Jr. G. Caballero with high honor will now give his message of gratitude.
My warmest greetings to my co-completers and graduates of Class 2021, as well as the people behind our success, parents, teachers, and school officials. I hope everything is going good. The sun's warmth couldn't compare with warmth in my heart as I express my deepest gratitude for the gift of love God had generously given me. Thank you to all the people who lift me up with their unending support. To my parents, who stood as my moral compass, thank you for instilling the values of gratitude and faith into me, and for all the sacrifice you accepted for me. To my teachers, who have done the most in shaping my life, to help us learn, grow, and prosper. We, your students, do greatly appreciate your efforts. To my grade 10 Dabarkads, we may not have a day to cherish and seize our success together, we still have to be proud in reaching such a milestone achievement. And to all the people who beats their time and effort, I owe you a lot. Throughout my junior years was good, but my life as a student is getting tough until new norms have begun, and my journey as a self-learner has started. It wasn't easy at all, a lot of emotions that were put at risk. Sometimes I felt depressed or panicked by the thought of chasing the time to meet deadlines. It's hard studying alone without anyone whom can teach and ask for. But because of the courage to continue my dreams for my family and future, I never let anxiety get in my way. I may be experienced being left out the deadlines, but it didn't stop me. I used my weaknesses and fears to build up my strength and to lure me above and continue. Yes, it's inspiring yet tiring as well, but I just rest and continue again. I never think about giving up despite of the fact that education is not our top priority, because nothing could hinder us from reaching our success. Failure is not an option. I tried and tried until I made it. But I would never reach this height of success without God by my side. He and Himself alone helped me to fight back against the circumstances that I faced. He never failed me. So as a completer, I am encouraging every student out there, not just my co-completer, but so as with the student who also facing this new blended learning. Never stop dreaming. If you think about giving up, then think about your purpose and the reason behind why you started. With that, your journeys continue. Never think about the past fades. Focus on your present and plan for your future. And if you think you are mistaken, get up and continue your journey. Remember, tomorrow is in our hands. If you feel you're lacking a lot, then use them as a ladder to climb higher and move forward. Things in our life is not easy at first, but that's life. It will teach you to be strong, so learn them well. Look up. The sky is no longer with fumes, but blue, gray, and clear. These pandemic episodes actually provides the signs for life. Fight the negativity. Never stop trying until we win. Keep studying and maintain friendship. There are infinity of impossibilities. Break through your limits, get out of your comfort zone, and be the best we can be. CNHS, our dreams are tied with a K. CNHS unlocks it. This is just the beginning. We are the star in the making. Spread out our wings and shine on. Saying the quickest way to reach success is to stop complaining. Just keep on moving. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Leonardo Caballero. This time, I'll introduce to you our guest speaker. He graduated his primary education at Argayuso Elementary School last 2006. He graduated his secondary education at Cabalantian National High School last 2010. He graduated his tertiary education at Mindanao State University main campus with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Public Administration. He currently working at AXA Philippines Metro Bank as a financial advisor. He is the president of CNHS Alumni Association since 2018 up to present. He is known as the Mr. Cagayan Plus 2016. He traveled 4 countries at the age of 27, an event coordinator, a director, an influencer, and a travel vlogger. The person behind the name Adventurous Marky. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker, Mr. Mark Hill B. Dagapioso.
Greetings of peace to the school head of CNHS, Sir Rico F. Fabre, to the faculty and staff of Cabalantian National High School, to the junior high completers, and of course, to the proud parents. Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. It is my distinct honor and privilege to be your guest speaker for this moving up ceremony of junior high school year 2020 to 2021. A short background of myself. I am the president of Cabalantian National High School Alumni Association since 2019 up to present, and of course the president of Mantikau Pride, the LGBT organization of Mantikau. In this time of pandemic, our life has been threatened. Not just our life, but our studies as well. But I believe that we always see things on the brighter side. No virus, no pandemic can hinder our goals in achieving it. And I should be proud of you that you complete your junior high school despite of this pandemic. I was once like you before. Kabalo ko sa feeling na pag human nato og junior high, unsa ka ang naghulat sa ato in the future? Makaskwela ba kog tiwas or manabaho na lang ko? Ang importante jud, you have to have a goal in life. And of course, dapat naagid tay guidance ni God kay para kabaluta kung unsay next nato nga buhaton. We should have to prepare, we should have to pray, and of course, we should have to act. These 3 should be your direction towards your goal. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to congratulate all the completers of junior high school, and of course, for moving up to the next level of your life and of your studies. And of course, to the proud parents and teachers for always supporting their children and for always believing in them. I know dili gid lalim nga magpaskwela og anak, and I know dili lalim nga magpaskwela og anak despite sa pandemic. Kay nakita gid nako even akong friends or mga silingan nga ang ila jung ginikanan ang perminti nagakuha sa module sa eskwelahan. So I would like to congratulate and thank you parents for always supporting your children. I would like to share to you my quote in life. Ang motto sa kinabuhi. My motto in life is what goes around comes around. Kung unsa ang imo ginapakita, kung unsa ang imo ang ginabuhat, mobalik kina sa imo whether it is good or bad. So kung magtarong kag eskwela, of course, mobalik sa imo is makatrabaho kag tarong ug makatabang ka sa imong pamilya. Pero kung naapod tay choice nga kung dili ta mo mag-eskwela or kung dili nato i-pursue atong dreams, naagihapon na siya impact sa ato ang life. So actually, naaragid na sa inyo ang choice. But for me, it's all about what goes around comes around. So mas maayo kung ang imong choice is maayo para sa imong self ug sa imong family, para at the end of the day maka-benefit pod ang imong family ug ang community nga naa sa imong palibot. As much as I want to give a long message to all of you, but I can't because ang ato ang time limited lang mura siya time sa Vendo Wi-Fi. Well, anyways, I would like to leave 3 things so that you will remember this wherever and whenever you go. First, be optimistic. Always see things on the brighter side. Sa tanang problems and challenges nga mabot sa mong life, think positive. Huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Don't lose hope. Everything happens for a reason. Kaya always think positive. Number 2, be grateful. In little and in great things, dapat mapasalamatan kita. Kay grabe ang kaimportante ang gratitude. Dapat we should have to be thankful and grateful all the time. Number 3, always give back to the community. Kung unsa man gali ang na-achieve nimo sa imong life, you should have to give back to the community. Kay kabalo ka sa feeling ikaw ang wala ug ikaw ang tabangonon. Munang kung ikaw na ang nasa inana nga power ug ikaw na ang naa, dapat mo help ug motabang gid ta so that mas i-bless pa ta ni Lord ug mas daghan pa tag matabangan. Last message and last words to all the junior completers. Dili man ta mo na ilhan tanan or wala man ta mo na ila-ila isa-isa, but kung makita ko niyo sa dadan, feel free to approach me. Na kuya, isa din ko sa muna graduate sa Cabalantian National High School year 2000-2021 nga junior high. Kay para at least mas ma-recognize ta mo og magkaila-ila ta. Because more than just an alumni of Cabalantian National High School, we are all family. Always remember, once a CNHCian, always a CNHCian. Stay healthy, keep safe, daghang salamat, ug dalay ko ng Diyos.
We shall now virtually award the plaque of recognition to our guest speaker. With the citation, Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 10, Division of Misamis Oriental, Cabalantian National High School. Plaque of recognition is awarded to Mark Hill B. Dagapioso, in grateful recognition of his invaluable services rendered as guest speaker during the second virtual completion ceremony of Cabalantian National High School on July 16, 2021. Given this 16th day of July 2021 at Cabalantian National High School, Paradise 2, Cabalantian, Mantikao, Misamis Oriental. Signed, Mr. Rico B. Fabre, School Head. Mr. Jerry H. Magsalay, PTA President, will now formally close the ceremony.
To our faculty and staff, headed by our school head, Sir Rico Fabre, parents and friends, and especially to our completers, students, and graduates, good day to all of us. Before I close our virtual completion and graduation ceremony, I address this to all completers that be on guard to your destiny, filled with love and hope that you would always pray and plan the best for you for the next level of education. The senior high training ground for technical manpower would improve your skill mentally and physically. That's why you choose the standard that relevant to your vision in life. And to all graduates, be thankful to all the years you had been overcome. The joy and sufferings on the mirror of success, you'd never regret it. Think the future time. Don't break the day when you are lonely. And follow these steps of goodness. And don't forget to remember your past of what you are. I thank also the entire teachings of Cabalantian National High School of their active and willful teachings. Very friendly to their students, as just like our Cabalantian National High School is a friendly school. That's all. Thank you.
That concludes the virtual completion ceremony of the junior high school learners of Cabalantian National High School. Thank you for joining us in celebrating this momentous occasion. Congratulations, parents, teachers, and staff. Congratulations, junior high school completers. Your dreams are tied with a key. Cabalantian National High School unlocks it. Stay safe, everyone.